So you want to have some real talk. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I am now moving into the van because I have to. Okay? I moved into the van a year ago because I wanted to. Now I have to live in the van because I can't afford to pay rent anywhere. I am barely financially getting by. More than anything, I have to figure out if I can sleep in this thing. I have to have a place I can sleep so that I can function throughout the day and get work done, etc., etc. There were a lot of reasons why I did van life. The number one reason was travel. I had, for most of my growing up life, I didn't travel. I never really went anywhere, and I never even thought about it. It never even crossed my mind. I just didn't even think about it. And then I just started seeing these videos of all these people doing this on such a meager budget. And I was like, dude, I could totally do that. But the truth and the reality of why I'm doing van life is because I have a lot of debt. I owe a lot of money, including taxes. I owe probably somewhere around $35,000 to the IRS and somewhere around $5,000 state taxes to California. I am nowhere near being able to pay that right now, especially with the advent of COVID, but I'm not going to let that be an excuse anymore. I'm still going to achieve my goals. I'm going to get there. I'm going to do this, and I don't care. I don't care anymore. There's no more excuses. I just have to do this. I have probably $55,000 in school debt. My credit's shot. Prior to owning the van, I had a credit score of about 700, which is not bad. And that was down from like 5 something. So in 2 years, I had raised my score to over 200 points, which is phenomenal. I was killing it. When I bought the van, that absolutely tanked because every month, and I'm not even kidding you, every 30 days, this van would go back in the shop to get fixed for one thing or the next. It was a financial nightmare. It nearly bankrupted me, and honestly, I might have been better off had I gone bankrupt, because now my credit is totally tanked. It's absolutely shot, and it's because I had to keep pulling loans out because I wasn't bringing in the money fast enough to keep the van going. And since the van was not only going to be my home, but it was also my A to B vehicle, it's how I got to work and got things done. It killed me. I mean, it killed my wallet. Absolutely wiped out my wallet every second and every chance it got. And now here we are. I've had this van just over 2 years now, and it's practically fixed. I mean, there's absolutely nothing else to fix. The transmission's solid, the engine's solid. I've literally fixed like everything on here. So whoever gets this van is going to be set because everything's already fixed on it. It's already built out. It's going to be even nicer by the time I'm done with it. It's going to be a legit, like, move-in ready van life vehicle when somebody gets this thing. It's going to be a good deal for them. The ideal situation is to stay here for another 3 months, save up as much money as possible, sell the van, and move to Oregon, and figure out my life after that, whilst also working on the channel and getting monetized within the next 90 days. That's the plan. Now, I know I talked about doing tarot, but it's pretty clear to me that that would be a very unwise decision to change things up like that, because tarot is such a specific thing. I think the real reason is that I'm not passionate about tarot. I'm a great psychic. I'm very good at readings. I really actually very much enjoy the deck that I have, but I'm not passionate about tarot. And I would get burned out with that. So I really shouldn't do that with this channel. And if I did, it would have to be an entirely separate thing. So I have decided, thanks to my friend Isaac Turner at Schooliana, if you check him out, he has a YouTube, Schooliana, and Instagram. Super rad guy. He lives in Oregon. He was just like, dude, why don't you just do tour videos? I was like, you know what? I should, because honestly, I know that will generate the views. I think the reason why I stopped is because I just got completely burned out with the one that I did do, which was the trailer. The trailer tanked. I mean, I've got maybe 350 views if I'm lucky on that, and it's been out for months. But the thumbnail sucked. What can I say? I really needed a better thumbnail, and I screwed that up, and I've had so many people reach out to me, and they're like, gosh, you have such great content. I love watching you. You're so great. Why do you not have more followers? Why do you have so little views? And I'm like, I don't know. I was at the I don't know. Now I'm at the I realize that really YouTube is not about content, not at first. The most important thing is your thumbnails. And my thumbnails, they don't suck, but they don't work. And I had to come to that realization very recently, within the last 2 weeks. And this whole week has been solely kind of dedicated to thumbnails, to focusing on what specifically I want to do for each thumbnail. That is essentially what this whole week has been about, is focusing on the thumbnails. Thumbnails. That's all I've been doing. The original plan was to do the van life tours and do the vlog, like my friend Dylan McGaster. And I just kind of lost sight and track of that. So back on track, this is what I'm doing. I'm looking for van life tours, I'm looking for schoolie tours, and I'm looking for remodeled RVs as well as tiny homes. So if you know someone or you have one of these things, DM me, leave a comment, get a hold of me. My email is on my YouTube on the info side of the page. You can check all that information out. Reach out to me. Let's set something up. I'm in SoCal, so you need to be right around this area, or you can come to me, whichever you like. But I would love to tell your story. I would love to do a tour, because this is what's going to grow my channel. Doing these vlogs is great and I really enjoy it, but I need some kind of content that's going to bring people in. And tiny home tours and van life tours is what's going to make that happen. Help me help you by creating great content that you enjoy and that I love making. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next episode.